Hi guys, my name is Prince Sethi and today we are going to learn while loop. Okay, so in my previous video we have learned how if statements gets worked, but in some instances we have to take lots of decision. In if statements we have learned if we have to take decision, like if this value is true, then what will be the condition, what would be the statement that we have to execute, or if the condition gets false, then what we have to do. But in some instances we have to take lots of decision, I mean to say on each and every point we have to take decisions. So in that particular scenario, if statements gets not remain feasible, so over there loops gets come into the picture. So the first loop that we are going to learn is called while. So let's see how while gets worked over here. So but prior to that, just have a look on while's statements, while loops, how it's been executed. So in while loop we do have like while is there, and after that we'll put some conditions over there, conditions, okay, what condition whatever it is, and after that the statement that you want to execute, like statements would be there, and after that wend mean to say while ends. So okay, it will start from here, check the condition, if it's true then do this stuff, and after that get wends, and after that again comes over there, again check the condition, if still it's been true then do again this task and again wend. So this circles get continued till the condition gets false. Okay, so I'm taking example so that you can understood it bit accurately. Like I have to print 1 to 10. So my condition is that if firstly it will print 1, so if 1 is less than 10, then it gets incremented by 1 and print 2. The same way, if 2 is still less than or 2 is still smaller than 10, then again incremented by 1 and it will print 3, and so on till the time it's not gets greater than 10. Like if when it will be reached to 11 I'm sorry 11, then the condition gets false and it will be stopped its execution, and that's it. Okay, so let's see how it could be worked through while loop. So I'm going to VBA editor. Okay, this is my editor. I'm inserting a modules over here. Okay, so just typing my codes over here, like sub while loop 1. Okay, so what I have to do, like I have to print 1 2 3. So I need a variable which will hold my these value, like that variable would be I, and I would require one more variable which will capture my row information, like on a 8th row it will be type 1, on 9th row it will type 2, on 10th it would be 3, and so on and so forth. So I need two variable, both were of number type, so I have to take it as integer. So like dim I as integer, same way I can take another variable dim r as integer. So my condition would be okay. So as of now I and r both are blank, null, empty. Okay, so we have to give at least its starting position, starting value, means from how it could be start, from where it has to be start. Like my I would be start from 1, and my starting row would be 8th. My starting row would be 8th. So my condition is while I less than or is equals to 10. Okay, I'm making it close as of now. Okay, so if I is less than 10, I as of now it's 1. If 1 is less than 10, then print I. Where I needs to be printed? On sheet 1 dot range, like it has to be printed on A8 dot value is equals to I. Okay, I on A8 the I values, I would be first 1 at that time, and it gets printed over there. So if you see over there, like I'm just executing this thing and 1 gets printed. But the thing is, the range A8 is constant as of now. If I'll just go through this loop, then I would get 2 and it will again replace to 1. Like if you just continue this with this loop, okay, right now I gets 2 and oh sorry, I haven't increment in I, so I is still 1, so it's again remain same. So it always less than 10 and your loops gets into infinites, so it will never stop. Fine, so I need that every time I'll just run this loop, so I has to be incremented by 1, mean to say I is equals to I plus 1. So if you see this thing, I'm executing this thing, I is 1 as of now, 1 gets printed, now I becomes 2, so I2 is printed on A8 just because A8 is a constant value that we have given to it. So if you execute same, it will be printed on the same positions, but I want it will not remain constant. So it has to be A and whatever the row number we have given, I mean whatever the we have defined over here. So as of now it will be printed on A8. Even this would be remain constant as of now, just because we have given R as a constant value 8, but we haven't made any increment in R. So let's see, like A printed, 2 printed, but just because R is not going to be incremented, so I want every time my loop gets executed, the row values also been incremented. So what I need to do over here, like I have to increment in R as well, so R should be R plus 1. So if you see, I'm just making it stop and just rename the same macro. So 1 is printed, 2 is printed, and so on. If you just execute the entire code in a one go, I'm just pressing F5. So if you see, it's working perfectly fine. So just because we have incremented in I, we have incremented in R as well, but right now I want there should be the increment of 2 rows every time. So what I need to do is, like I have to just make it 2, nothing else. So let's see how it's been working. Like if you see over there, 1 gets printed, 2 gets printed, just because I'm taking every time R should get incremented by 2. Same way, if you execute this thing like this way, if you have to run this the same code in descending order, you can make this way also. Like I start from 10, and if I is greater than or equals to 1, so I want, okay, I'm creating one more sub procedure. Okay, so I start from 10, if it's a greater than or equals to 1, okay, and I should be subtract by 1. Okay, so I'm putting it into B, okay, and making it 2 as well. Okay, let's see. So 10 gets printed, after that again the difference of 2 rows, 8, 7, 6 and so forth. Okay, so increment or decrement, whatever it is. Like I'm taking one more example, more situation, like how you can deal with the while loop in your day-to-day life. Okay, so like I do have few values, I'm just taking few dummy values. Okay, so like value 1, value 2, and I have to do sum of these two values. Okay, like I do have some dummy values. Okay, so like I do have these value over here, Okay, I want 5 plus 10, 15 should have to be there. Again 9 plus 2, 11 will be there. It gets every time till this particular cells gets blank. Okay, so let's see how it's been working over there. So like I'm creating one more sub procedure, sub while loop 3. Okay, so I have to start from here. Like my row number would be 9, row would be 9. Okay, so my condition should be while range a and r dot value is not equals to blank. So till the time it's not been blanked, it remain executed. Okay, so this is my condition, and I want okay, so a and r and b and r. So s is equals to s is another variable. So the value of, okay, what I'm doing as of now, so range a and r dot value gets put into variable x. Same way b and r dot value gets put into y. Okay, so x and y gets summed up, so s is equals to x plus y. Okay, so all are of integer type, so I can take this way also, dim x as integer, dim y as integer, dim r as integer, dim s as integer as well. Fine. So whatever the value comes in s, it has to be pasted over here, like it should be pasted on c and whatever the r's value. Okay, so I want range c and r dot value would be s. Fine. So the next thing that's remain over here, that I have to make an increment of one line each and every time. So r is equals to r plus 1. Fine. So hopefully it has to be work. So let's see. So if you see, 15 gets exhibiting over here, same way 11, and same way, like if you see, I'm just go through this code, and that's it. So if you see, it's working perfectly fine. So I hope you have understand this and enjoyed the while loop. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.